decide who goes home and who continues to fight in this last chance bracket.
Yeah, this isn't even for playoffs, right? This is still just to remain in the running for a spot at it. And for Heroic, the expectations for them would be to make that. There is nicoodoz immediately grabbing 2 kills. NertZ on 1 HP, needs to get out of dodge, and nicoodoz once more. Close over at B main, nicoodoz finds another. And maybe even more through the smoke, finds a 4th. He's on for the ace. I think he'll get it. Although he'll try his very best. Alex, in fact, he'd need a full house of his own to clutch up, but no, gets denied. There is nicoodoz.
Beautiful pistol from nicoodoz. Orpa's known to be pretty good with the USP. And he shows us that exactly. These 2 shots, fantastic. Not only in just being great kills, but it means that NiP suddenly have to just force fights through one avenue, which is exactly where the CT set up. nicoodoz, this kill's pretty nasty. Just a tap through the smoke. kyxsan does the same to Alex. Heroic with a pistol. And NiP with an eco.
Yeah, bomb plant the main focus here for NiP. Just going to wait a little bit to see if Heroic do get aggressive. How are they playing their default? What's it going to look like when we bring the guns out? No information gathering really put forward by Heroic. But 3 players already at A. Sets themselves up quite nicely for this hit that's about to come in. No utility, so it's going to be pure contact. Trying to test kyxsan on this FAMAS.
Yeah, and Shush can take first contact as well, which will just give kyxsan the ability to poke out. Don't get caught quick switching again. Guns out. First kill. Oh, spots him, and there's that swing. Between the 2 of them. Okay, well. Gets his 1. Don't make it any more costly. And they won't. nicoodoz a double. Heroic only losing 1 to the eco.
Yep, absolutely fine. If you're Heroic. One player that entered the feed there for NiP who needs to have a great game is Maxter. Was imperative and was really leading the charge when it comes to NiP's most recent results. Had a 1.45 rating in their previous best of 3 against Boss. So it's against a lesser opponent, but at the same time, haven't had to say his name all that much, and put the spotlight on him. He's got a lot of potential, this guy. Also was part of young NiP for a while, disappeared, and has now come back to the main roster. Being given this chance to shine. Fast speed play, Tess says. Needs to be careful, but his team are falling around him. Flashbang's great, but Tess says can't convert onto any of them.
Yeah, there's too many players. He swings in, sees 3, and they're all just running side to side. No HP players, but no kills found. Easy to like for the gun round. They just kind of walk in there to be main.
It's pure contact, really, and they're actually ahead of their utility, which could have been a little bit scary, but nicoodoz caught out. And Tess says is just wondering how all the players are falling around him when he hasn't received any contact. Flashbangs were great from Heroic as well. And he just couldn't grab a kill. It's an immediate response from NiP.
Terrorists win.
Remember what happened on Vertigo. Heroic, they took the lead, they ran with it, and never gave NiP a chance to build into the game. So it's good that they get rid of that early. Their first gun round is a success, and it's nothing too complicated.
Quite literally not complicated. Alex walks into dark, the rest just walk into B. Flashbang was good, but Tessus just couldn't find the immediate kill. Shush is all the way down canals, so he's managed to get himself into a cheeky spot. It's a tricky spot because he has to worry about multiple different angles. That smoke gives him some room so he can just focus on the canals fight. Oh, flash. That was just for the dark peak. Surely good for one. No, Alex is just going to clear. Pure confidence, pure knowledge. Alex lives in their heads rent-free. Now it's a 5-on-3. NertZ low from the mid spam. They're going to stack B. And then NiP. Again, Alex just knows what to do. Telling the squad, go A.
What a round. Just aware. Don't know if there's any audio given up for Shush to be in that position, but regardless, 2 flashbangs. Just to guarantee they get the jump on him. Alex just dropping utility will contain Heroic. But it feels like this was always going to be a save anyway. We go blow for blow. 2 rounds each.
Yeah, these are the ones that matter a bit more. Especially keeping 5 alive and doing further damage. NertZ has barely got to even play this map yet. I don't want to get ahead of myself, but NiP beating Heroic here would just be a crazy result, I feel. Like, that's something that Heroic are going to be really hurt by.
I'll definitely say so. I mean, it's one of those where you come into this with the expectation that you're winning the series all day long, especially after you had success in that opening day. Are you able to 2-0 NiP? And especially when you think that Vertigo was one in which Heroic, it felt like they couldn't do anything wrong. They were winning all these clutches, crazy situations that they found themselves in. They were still able to maneuver successfully. It wasn't OT. They felt fine. You go over to Nuke. They get 5 rounds on the back of T side after NiP were looking really strong. They win the pistol. Tessos gets that ace in towards ramp. And they can't close. Now you're here on Anubis. The pressure is really on your shoulders. The expectation for this team certainly should be beating NiP and giving it a good run into playoffs. That's no disrespect to NiP. It's just the state of their current roster. Negev, okay.
Hey, okay. kyxsan's one of the few players that whips this one out. Everyone's... Okay. All right. Rifles available. Shush. Taking fights. Wins 1. The other rifle is deep on B, taking control. kyxsan. Negev in hand. Time to shine. Just takes a little bit too long to get going, doesn't it?
If you aim for the head, it doesn't.
Well, the thing is, it's got no accuracy for the first, like, I don't know, however many bullets. 5? Something like that.
nicoodoz is cooked. Oh, literally. So back-to-back A hits working out for NiP. And for Tessos and NertZ, well, 0 kills gang. That's something that you don't associate these two players with. Not the start that they would have hoped for.
Saving the incendiary. I guess there's no point walking into mid to pick up the Negev. There it is. RIP to a real one. You're a Negev user, Brandon. You love it. Do you reckon mid's an okay position for it?
Yeah, the angle he was in was pretty fine. It's pretty decent there. I think it's quite good. in towards dark as well. Those long-range sprays that you can just hold 150 bullets for into canals. Yeah, he got onto the angle a little bit late.
Right, no chance for heroic nicoodoz. No silly business. It's riflery. And heroic seem to suspect that A might have some early presence because of that lurk smoke that was thrown deep. So it's drawn a lot of attention over Tessus, who yet to find that opening kill. We need to step up. Forced off. Alex is bullying control of dark consistently.
It's the same round as before, where Alex takes control of dark and then the players are just going to walk out B. But when Wrinkle's back, as Kaspersky wants to just put a little bit of pressure in towards middle, just to keep Heroic just locked out. Put Tesses on an island. They have no info, Heroic. The only thing that they know is that there was a molly in towards dark and Tesses threw one back. They don't know about middle. They don't know what's outside A main. And they haven't gone searching. And this was very similar to what we saw on Nuke. They just don't have the info.
Yeah, Tessus has dropped an extra smoke, so he's hoping that just by deploying 2 at different points, that's enough to make NiP think this is a heavily defended bomb site, but it's not. It's just Tessus. Maybe just Tessus is what they need. First kill is his. kyxsan gets caught in middle. And Tessus found by Alex. That's just trying to spam through, get something back, but this is all too simple for NiP. Heroic playing in the dark. But you need eyes if you want to win rounds. They aren't seeing anything right now.
It's so simple from NiP. This round is exactly the same as the previous, except the slight variation is at the delay they're hit. And they allow time for Kaspersky to walk middle. And he finds the timing. And notice the point of when he goes in towards mid for that lurk is when Tesses gets that first kill onto Blue Phoenix. When all the utility is dropped on B. Heroic are going to be rotating. They're not going to have all their eyes on mid. And by him getting that kill, that creates a divide. And it means that NiP, they have got all of camera, they've got all of middle. Heroic have to rotate back through and go in towards CT, which is what NertZ did. But there's nothing fancy about them.
Me shopping in H&M. Boosted. Wrinkle is yet to see an enemy, it feels like. That's not been a problem. A flash out, some aggression. They're forced back. Meanwhile, mid, nicoodoz finds the kill. Shot from Wrinkle, nicoodoz dodging, dancing, finding ways to avoid this AWP. And the double up, it would have been perfect, but they disassemble. Although they are going to layer. kyxsan's close. Shush, up on high. They're going to need to stand tall. This hit's coming through. Maxter close, just jiggling, going for the contact play. Oh, Maxter! Both of them are his. It was a double up. They were above each other. And it doesn't matter. The adjustment is perfect. NiP just walking into bomb sites. nicoodoz is going to make his way over. Catch Alex. It's not even Kit. Tessa's just rocking a pistol. The whole squad will arrive. The post line looks strong from NiP. Tessa has picked up an AK. But time's running out. That lack of kit's going to be a big issue if they want to make this retake work. nicoodoz, good shot. Blue Phoenix low, taken out. Wrinkle on the line. Can't find it. But there's the time. There's the clock. And there's that lack of kit.
Yeah, they'll get out of there just about. it's really got to be said, though. Like, Heroic need to call a pause. They need to change something. Because Maxter, whilst that rifle work is fantastic, again, it's just too simple. There doesn't need to be any fake outs. There doesn't need to be a tug of war for map control. Oh, that's so sick. But it's this so flat from Heroic. It's not what you expect out of them. And that's why I'm being a little bit critical. But they need to change something. They need to go for control early. You can't sit back and allow all of this room. Wrinkle on the angle. Double A main. They're ahead of the utility. nicoodoz goes straight into the crosshair of Wrinkle.
Yeah, the idea wasn't too bad either. The flames making it hard to spot. He goes up on the high angle, so Wrinkle has to flick upwards. Wrinkle's a sharpshooter, quick with it. Shush, open his hand, gets one, but he's on fire, and he can't see a thing. And again, it is simplicity, isn't it? They find the opening pick, and they just press the issue.
And the reason why they can get away with this is because Heroic can't even contest in B main. They're not flashing forward. They tried to get the aggression out of A. It doesn't work. So it makes sense to kind of sit back just a little bit if you're Heroic after you lose the opening kill. But as soon as Shush is feeling the pressure, he gets 2 mollies thrown on him. There needs to be rotates. They need to be way faster. Trying for the defuse right at the very end. NertZ grabs one, but that's it. Sure, it's another containment mission for Heroic. Everyone dies from NiP, but they keep planting the bomb. Like, this does not matter whatsoever. Look at the money for Blue Phoenix. He's got 12k. His teammate's got 13 grand.
They also just won, like, what, 6 rounds in a row? So even losing everyone in, well, both of these back-to-back rounds literally does not matter for them at the moment on this T side. They're so loaded. At least that's an AWP saved. nicoodoz has kind of been the one player that's, I guess, having some impact at the moment. Although granted, you know, almost half his kills were in the first round.
This pressure now starts to loom. We can speak about it in sort of theoretical sense, but sure, it's the T side of Anubis, but it's already NiP up to 6. And Heroic with nothing outside of a pistol. Fight. Here we go. Much more aggressive. Much better. Out of Heroic. kyxsan deals with Wrinkle early. But look, and there's Casper Sky in mid. Or only for a sec, because NertZ is here.
Yeah, these are the sort of plays that we mentioned just coming into this map that we need to see on the CT side because it wasn't there on Nuke. Controlled, aggressive plays, get the opener, fall back. A 5-on-3, you feel Heroic will be locking this one in. If they don't, it's an absolute catastrophe. Going to A is the best play. At the moment, it's NertZ. NertZ can come support. Most likely will need to. 3 players on B in a 5v3.
It's a good decision to contact here. Oh, it's perfect. Because you don't get the jump if you're NertZ. You don't know what's going on. And now these rotations are worlds away. NertZ needs to grab a kill, but Blue Phoenix has already crossed. It's just about getting that bomb over. That's the difficulty right now.
Smoke makes it easier to be blown. Bomb planted. Blue Phoenix is close in the angle, but big kill from kyxsan. And a second one to follow up. It's all onto Alex. And he's trying his best, but there's just too many players that overwhelm. So Heroic, catastrophe averted. Finally break this streak of NiP.
So much better from Heroic. And sure, even though NertZ gets caught, the bomb goes down. They're all together for that retake. They're blowing open the smokes. They're making it so difficult for NiP to maneuver and get set up into any decent afterplant. kyxsan does great work to find that double kill as well. Locks it in. That's more like it.
More aggression? Question mark?
Not that flash, you'd assume so.
Set up. Yeah. Flames forward as well. So yes, aggression and kyxsan doing the same. Yeah, hoping that that play out will draw the players to look at B. Very cool. That's less cool. He's able to fall back, gets away. Second time. What? How does that miss? Unlucky. And they're just bursting through. They are bursting through with a force. Max are manhandling them. nicoodoz is dancing around the smoke still. Alive somehow, but not for long. NertZ, known. Walk through. Wrinkle, holding. So it's NertZ, loud in the back line. Hurt, surely. NertZ, a double up. It'll be a 1v3 for him. Alex on the other side, the flashbang will put him back. NertZ is so low. He has to run all the way around. It's going to take him forever to get there.
There's no kit unless there's one dropped on the site. But he cuts noise. But when's this internal timer going to go in Axe's head? When does he account for the fact that NertZ could be anywhere? In camera. Creeps closer. But Alex is just underneath him. NertZ over the top. Oh no. Pulls out the nade and that's where Alex strikes. NiP. That's the perfect reaction to that counter, by the way. Kaspersky, although he dies, he gets info. kyxsan's pushed mid. Players have come out over towards B main. Rotations are going to be delayed, so they throw themselves in towards A.
NertZ just needs to look down. Alex, what a perfect moment to look up. Intuition. It should have even got that close. nicoodoz, you got to say, he had a few opportunities there, and they did not land.
He should have at least found one. And I feel like that's not an unfair expectation of him in that situation.
Yeah, considering he's able to fall back, and I mean, that second shot kind of looked like it should have hit, but yeah, you expect at least one from there.
Oh, big nades. But to be honest, I thought they were going to do a lot more damage than they actually did. This is the first time we've seen multiple players be in dark here for NiP. It's the same, but slightly different. And Max is now hoping to keep opening up these bomb sites. But TezZ through the smoke on B main. And now NertZ set up for success. His jiggle, the timing of it will be everything. Maxter holds him though. Immediate trades, but good counter utility from Heroic.
Yeah, I think when NertZ spinning back and forth there is his gun barrel sticks out on the side every time he does it. It's not quite fat enough that you can't really get away with moving like that if you're in the direct middle like he was. It's so delayed. TezZ, surely he should have spotted Wrinkle then. And yet still swings into the AWP. kyxsan, do you want to try? Because Wrinkle, he wants to fight. Rotate comes over. Shush will be on his way. It's the AWP of nicoodoz not present. But there's kyxsan. Big kill onto Wrinkle, and a smoke lands at the perfect time. They have to go through it. There's a HE. They can blow. Enough players here. Good flash, good spam, but it's all on the kyxsan. This round hinging on him, and he delivers a triple kill in it. And Heroic get a fourth off the back of their IGL.
Really smart from kyxsan there. Because once he gets the kill on Wrinkle, he takes the space. He goes in towards Dark. TezZ and the rest of Heroic have seen multiple players over there towards the canals, in that area of the map. And he guarantees that this hit is now one-dimensional. that they are coming in from B main. In the open, on and off angle. Well done.
Last round of the half. Lifeline extended by kyxsan. Despite some opportunities, it's a massive sequence of kills, and the reposition is everything. That smoke coming through at the perfect time too definitely helps. Hero AK. Tech 9s are Mach 10. I'm trying to follow these CTs, which went into dark, fell back out. Testes. Flashbang is great. Still gets a kill. Good volley drop by kyxsan just to give himself some time, allow this whole pack of heroic players to group up. But they're running straight into the firing line. A 2v2. nicoodoz just misses Wrinkle. But he might get another chance. Wrinkle has slipped into double doors. Oh, every time nicoodoz peeks around that corner, he misses him. And now you don't really know what NiP's plan is.
Oh, this is horrible if you're heroic. Because you need to split up. But you know that everyone from NiP was just in mid. Where it falls silent, where there's been no pressure, where have they gotten off to? Well, actually, they never left the original scene of the crime. Wrinkle and Maxter, where do they take this? Where do they go? Past camera. kyxsan's not looking. It's going to be a B split, and nicoodoz could be completely caught out here if he's not careful. In from CT, he needs to check his back continuously. And we know with NiP, with these plays in towards the site, they've always been contact right until the last possible moment. Wrinkle can now stick the bomb. nicoodoz will, oh, nearly lined them up. Great first shot, but now Max is on high alert. And needs to deal with kyxsan, but there's so many different angles to clear. Bomb not planted for him, and he goes into dark.
Yeah, this is just to clear, I think, and he'll come back, eliminating a potential angle, and he's found the fight onto nicoodoz. That one's free. kyxsan spotted on the cross, taps the bomb. Maxter edging closer, catches him, and NiP with a dominant T side, 8 for them. Sit down.
Hey Future Pros! Dark can be a very powerful position for the CTs, so let's look at a smoke you can throw to block it off in the early round. To throw this, get into the corner of this doorway. Aim in the middle of this piece of wood, then simply jump throw the smoke. An easy piece of util that will deny CTs of any info into canals. Use this as a blocker, or scale behind it to take dark later in the round. Such a valuable piece of real estate should be fought for.
NiP's makeshift, almost builder roster is now 8-4 up on the deciding map here on Anubis. And if they play their cards right, can eliminate Heroic from Pro League.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy when you consider the 2-0 start to Heroic's EPL campaign against NiP. A boost around would be a beautiful way to keep that storyline going for the Ninjas. Up close, Tessus and nicoodoz about to walk into these dual Berettas, but Tessus, he knows all about how to deal with dualies. Maxer gets aggressive at the perfect time, catches kyxsan, and he has Wrinkle by his side. Fighting forward, isolating this fight, eliminating part of this flank into A. And off the back of that, Heroic pushed their temple smoke and split onto B.
Yeah, Alex should catch wind of this in a second, and he does. Tess says remove, but an instant trade from NertZ will at least get the bomb down. 2 on 3. You got to be careful behind you, nicoodoz, even though you just came from there. NiP, they rotate into CT, and NertZ with another 1 on 3 to clutch. This time with a P250. Playing around the pillar. Gun barrel, definitely not going to protrude. First shot misses. You feel like he needs to hit it. And Wrinkle's just going to stick in amongst all of this. Time is running out for Heroic. Can he get the defuse? No, he can't. Even with his wild efforts with the knife. And Wrinkle has just 180'd him.
I feel like if he just kept swinging, he was guaranteed 1 knife kill.
Yeah.
Kind of just gave up when the bomb defuse finished. NT, bomb plant something at least. And, you know, they made the right call after this push out aim main kind of cuts off half of their team. Oh, nicoodoz with the scout. Interesting. Could have gone a Galil, which I think, honestly, I would have preferred.
It's weird because their buy somehow looks worse. Like even with the money and the bonus, obviously they didn't win the round, but NiP are draining a lot of their utility. A good compromise between having the MP9s to facilitate like incendiaries, smokes. Wrinkle moves away. And Heroic are going to respect the smoke. If they didn't, then that could have got a bit hairy for NiP, but instead it doesn't.
Yeah, they're at the moment where disrespecting a smoke, if that's the wrong play, that could be your game. Blue Phoenix, have a look in mid. Doesn't see anything. And so now they bring a third player over to A. Straight into Lair of NiP. Go Heroic. Shush falls first, the flames separating his squad. NertZ can't set up that trade. More utility. Max is peeking out dark, so seeing nobody's there. Flashbang even. NiP just going through the motions, but kyxsan does get that kill. Wrinkle out in the open, good for 1, traded. And Tessus, finally, a hero steps up for this roster. Bomb plant. Alex has a look. Max is low. And 4 could be a good save, even if he picks it up. Hefty HE. But Heroic aren't giving him anything at all. Finally, a peek comes, but kill not found. NertZ will secure it. So Heroic will win the second round for us.
Yeah, you wonder if he's going to grab the M4 and run out of there. Not to be. Good job from Heroic and Tessus in particular, because it really felt like once Wrinkle grabs that first kill, they were just locked out. They hit that bomb site with 25 seconds left. The rotations from NiP were actually really late from the B side. You understand Max does one because he's a bit further back in towards dark, trying to lock off the rotate. But even when he went, he didn't go for a main. Went all the way around the houses.
Timeout for NiP, knowing that they lose this spy back. That's when Heroic get back into this map. And what felt like a few rounds from sending Heroic home gets a little bit closer. It has been incredibly close between these two teams.
Bit of a gamble over towards B for NiP. Alex eats a nade. Probably doesn't taste very nice and has a peek, but NertZ denies. As long as you avoid sort of the M4 of Maxter, you feel like you'll be okay here if you're Heroic. Even with the Force investment, this still feels like kind of a freebie with the 5.7s. But after hanging about on B for a while, NiP, they bring every single player over to A.
It's a good gamble stack. Maxter with the M4, he's smoked off. However, Blue Phoenix with the 5.7 has found a double. The flames could be a problem. Smoke dropped. And there is a flank coming. TeSeS can be the one that closes it. Shush spamming gets another. And they don't need to rush it. They've got time to work with. Nice flash. Shush covering. So, no shenanigans. Blue Phoenix gets a couple, which throws things into question. And Maxter getting brought down low means he just can't get involved.
So important they cover that bomb plant. Because that could have got really dicey. Shout out Blue Phoenix. Obviously, we're singing his praises on Vertigo. Didn't really have to too much on Nuke, but nearly completely tips the scales in favor of NiP. With those pistols, Maxter can't get the best of nicoodoz. So nothing saved whatsoever.
Nice save!
Still looking okay in the NiP camp. That's a big round to win against that force fight. It's going to have to be the eco from the ninjas. Let's kill some Shush. Critical ones. Ooh, walking into a stack. All five are here. nicoodoz in trouble, but TeSeS failing out. In fact, nicoodoz still gets a double. Double trouble between the two of them. It's all good. Doesn't matter if you walk into the stack if you just shoot better.
Suddenly, from 8-4 to 9-7, Heroic are closing the gap. First gun round now about to be here for NiP. Wrinkle's got enough money for that AWP. So him and nicoodoz will go blow for blow very early on in this second half. And Heroic have found a lot of success on A, so it makes sense for them to start. And, well, actually, it might be even a little bit faster here. They disrespect the util. They're already through, but Wrinkle says no. And whilst he's got the support from Blue Phoenix, he doesn't need it. 2 kills immediately. Heroic shut down at A main.
Yeah, and I think that's a key difference here is that when it comes to this AWP on A, Wrinkle's going to hit those shots every single time. TeSeS, yeah, he thought maybe he had a cheeky gap, but no, he didn't. And you don't have one either, kyxsan. And T, I guess. All right, well, NiP will take the freebie. As Heroic literally just walk into them.
That is the best way to describe that. You've worked so hard to get yourself here. You know they're going to be on the first gun round. Sure, I don't mind going for A main aggression, but as soon as you lose those fights, why on earth would you just contact push in towards dark? Not once, but twice. And nicoodoz, he's completely alone. He's going to save for 45 seconds. It's a very lonely journey across spawn. That one's puzzling. That one's very puzzling in the mid round. Maybe you're
Yeah,
trying
you know.
Maybe you're trying to get the jump on the B players because well, you were hoping that the A main push would cause enough presence to maybe get a third guy over, but they kill both of you. They don't need to rotate.
Yeah, I guess jail isn't always like a super common position to play, and that was the only counter to Tessus's walkthrough. And then I guess in kyxsan's mind, he's like, well, I don't expect a second walkthrough.
Counter-terrorists win.
But they were, because, you know, he only has two angles to look at and someone else is watching main. So, like, what else are they going to do? You can see the shots from Wrinkle. Fast on it.
Don't let it go this easily, Heroic. Don't go out of Pro League with a whimper. Aggression, flashbang, very good from NertZ. Alex nullified.
Good start. Phoenix, very close. Plenty of flashbangs. If Heroic want to pop on this, the contact could be a disaster. Shush isn't going to push as he is. NertZ caught slipping. NertZ with the trade. Blue Phoenix tries to get that kill back. That's where Shush being close was not considered. Maybe Wrinkle. Never mind. Maybe not Wrinkle. It's all on to Maxter. He gets the first, but he brought so low that you think he's not even going to consider this attempt.
Heroic know the Max is the B player. You just get confirmation in losing a life, but ultimately, that's what you needed. Just info. Bomb planted, Maxter. Going on an adventure, probably just to play for exits. Orc draw for Wrinkle was in towards mid, so you can maybe go and grab that. Might just hold on to the AK though.
Yeah, interesting he doesn't try and get the AWP, but I guess can't buy an AK, can you? Whereas Wrinkle's got enough money to get the AWP.
Terrorists win.
And there's also the chance that, you know, they could just be watching it. So Heroic, slowly but surely, getting this T-side campaign going. In 2 rounds. This is feeling a bit more like the Heroic you expect.
Better trades out of Heroic as well.
Yeah, exactly.
NiP were throwing in some really weird little aggressive plays. As Kaspersky pushing, and then it was the A main hit coming in. They're able to deal with it. Cool nade. On towards Pillar. kyxsan yet again gets the space, and the flash out B main. Oh, will affect NertZ the second time of asking, but not NertZ.
Guy hits some insane shots, doesn't he? Max is flirting with death. And death picks him up. Blue Phoenix running about, unsure where to go. Decides to fight, and that's great. Forced off by the flames. NertZ in mid. But I think they're just going to see that B is clear. They've walked in, so kyxsan should just disengage. They can grab the bomb and go to B. They've got good positioning in mid. This should be perfect for Heroic.
NertZ in the killer angle. There ain't no way you're ready for this.
Oh, is that... This is grimy, dude.
Oh, that's cringe. That's a cringe angle. You might fall
This
here.
doesn't need to do anything here.
No.
Not need to walk around this corner, Tessus. This is a terrible thing to do.
Oh, no, timing. No, don't look that way. Look this way. No, Blue Phoenix is ready for it. How has this one fallen out of sorts for Heroic then? nicoodoz 1-on-3 with the AWP. Everyone, fortunately, is coming through Temple. Needs to be a highlight moment. And it isn't the first and the second no-scope nicoodoz. And he grabs it onto Blue Phoenix. Heroic survive through nicoodoz's efforts. But my, oh my, why run that risk?
Yeah, the man you have to rely on is nicoodoz. Yeah, NertZ is smiling and laughing, but goddamn, that should never have got to that position. nicoodoz absolutely overextending. The bomb's not planted and he's going for a hunt. Saved by nicoodoz, playing around the obelisk. Putting on an AWP masterclass. Look at these shots. And that's broken NiP. nicoodoz, for a sense of irony, might be the one that wins this for Heroic. NertZ and nicoodoz getting kills apiece. This one will be double digits. 10 each. These two teams really almost feels like Heroic are often playing to the level that NiP are putting forward. To the way that they want to approach. The mechanics of some of these players are pretty damn sharp.
You actually feel like that round, that big moment in the game, it completely turn the momentum not only in Heroic's favor, but just kind of break the spirits of NiP a little bit. You hope it doesn't, but that could be the reality. Blue Phoenix needs to hold on to this AK. Might not even be allowed. Look at Shush's position already in spawn. Same with nicoodoz in towards T-spawn. Everywhere locked off except for B main. Even if he saves this, the buy behind it's not going to be amazing. What a recovery from Heroic. They are not done in Malta just yet. For either of these teams, 3 rounds. That's your difference. Money's actually fine with the lost bonus. I'm just yapping.
Yeah, Alex could drop the AWP over as well.
Oh, that's important.
Sure is. Heroic have built up a bank off the back of these rounds that they've swilled through, but vibes still good. Blue Phoenix hyping up the squad. Still in it.
What a series. Very interesting to watch both of these two teams. NiP showing us much more than I think a lot of people probably would attribute to them in this series.
I mean, they got their asses handed to them by Para on this map, you know?
Yeah.
But one thing we said about NiP, this very short space of time at Pro League, each time they've played a map again, on an opponent again, they've looked better. So, speaks to the power of Exist as your coach, and Alex is an experienced caller. The improvements are all there. Do you really want to give Wrinkle another go? This guy has been phenomenal when tested. The flash is good. All the flames too, so he can't sit into that angle. That's a nice little double up. Everywhere Wrinkle goes, he's forced off the line. That's not even where they intend to move. That was just to keep these bodies rooted. It's going to be a B split.
Yeah, but NiP have read into this. There wasn't a player sort of running through the smoke. There wasn't any gunfire. It was literally just utility. Smoke thrown in the face of 3 Heroic players in the canals. Maxter will at least be pushed off. but 30 seconds. They've got to get a move on here.
Arrives, flames forward as well. And a lineup from Maxter. Finally, NertZ gets something back. nicoodoz swaps to the AK. Need to deal with this player that's closing. Glyph, he's just able to cross over. NertZ, a spam to the smoke is everything. Puts it into the 3-on-3. Alex is still tucked in Glyph. And I don't think he's known. The perfect time to swing. And Tess, blinded by the flash, loses out that fight. Alex with a massive double. And this can't be NertZ's round. There's no smoke, no utility to keep him at bay. But they know he has to be here. And with 6 HP, this would be an insane moment for NertZ. And you feel like it's not possible, but maybe it is. The first kill is his. Alex called over to provide support. Can't deny the bomb. Oh, he doesn't in time. He gets the kill, but it had already been defused.
Oh my gosh. Which team wants to lose? Which team wants to go home, it feels like at times. Oh my god. They waited so long to get on that bomb. It felt like they had all the info. You were right. They cleared Dark. Alex was in Glyph. They couldn't be here. He came through Temple. Alex with enough covering fire. I suppose not even covering because Rickle died.
He was just lucky he got on the bomb when he did.
That's
Just
wild.
gets that defuse off. kyxsan's got a nice turn. Flash over. He's going fast legged. Alex, again, delivering. That's the bomb in their grasp. A push through B falls flat. And NiP are looking to get series point. Heroic on the cusp of being eliminated. Spamming through, not catching anything, just bullets back in response. A brutalization. And it's Alex that's leading from the front again across this entire series, dragging NiP. This ragtag bunch of misfits put together to fill the gaps in their roster. And he's making it work. What can Heroic do? They just have to save these weapons to have something in the final potential round of play.
Tell you what, young ninjas, but wise beyond their years in a number of these rounds, playing ahead of all this util. Trusting the process and the belief in Alex's calls. Heroic try and deviate away from what was working so successfully. Taking space in towards mid. Having these really slow mid rounds, catching NiP off. That's a harsh reality, and it feels like a really desperate play in round 22. Sending it all in B. Straight into the blender.
Counter-terrorists win.
2 chances for NiP to close. 2 chances for NiP to eliminate Heroic at Pro League. Or 2 chances for Heroic to extend the play.
Less back and forth now. A calmer demeanor on Heroic's side. They're feeling the pressure. Alex just sits in jail. Wrinkle supporting. No smokes or anything. They try to make a fast play, get ahead of utility, and NiP, they aren't sleeping. One
Pixel
open
perfect.
spot has been mid. I think Heroic have been able to find this space, and I think they might try and at least put some pressure on there. You see how little NiP are worried about it because it's been open and it's not been exploited. They just leave it clear, and Heroic won't take the space.
They're really certain there's going to be a push here of some description. NiP, they've shown aggression towards A main. They've pushed B with Alex. And Kaspersky has also gone through middle. So they've shown sort of every variant that you could really throw down in terms of the gauntlet of aggression. It's going to be an A split. They're going to make their way through. And as mentioned, no one home, but 3 on A. NiP are in the right place at the right time.
A molly for Blue Phoenix. They have to force it through. Lurk smoke dribbled. Blue Phoenix just gets on the side of it, where Tessus will likely come out, and he finds his kill. Shush gets one onto Wrinkle, and NertZ is sitting in this smoke. NertZ has walked through it. Behind them, Eskatsuki is aware. Doesn't swing on the bomb. It's nicoodoz, and it's Shush. The last standing players for Heroic. Shush stuck behind Cake. nicoodoz needs to get active. Needs to again step up for this team. And it's all nicoodoz. It's only nicoodoz. Heroic's last chance, last hope. And he's dead. NiP eliminate Heroic from ESL Pro League.
What a statement that is as well from NiP, who come to this event not with a full roster, with an emergency substitute. Rez not in the lineup, and yet they stay alive. They've had their difficulties, lost again.